Welcome back, Troglodytes, to another episode of Trogly's Guitars. Yeah, we don't get too many of these things around here. This is a Stratocaster, if you don't know. I'm mainly a Les Paul guy myself. The thing I don't like about Strats is I'm mainly a sit-down player, and I find they slide all over the place. I don't like that. I mean, I like this comfort cutaway on the back, but it just slides too much for my liking, and I always find that the body's a little bit, just too wide. It's just, I don't know. That's my own personal complaints against Strats. But I do love the Fender sound. It's always good to have a Strat and a Les Paul, Telecaster, all the common ones, just in your mix to have different sounds. Because right now I just plugged this guy in and I was pretty inspired to play some different music than I usually do, just because, it's a completely different sound. There is no, Strats better than Les Paul. It's just, they both have their strengths and their weaknesses. So let's go over this very cool Fender Stratocaster here. This is my birth year Stratocaster, 1994, and this is the 40th anniversary edition. Now, 40th anniversary, it's not necessarily a special model, it's just, I guess, every single American Strat of the era from 94 got a special emblem right here. You can see there's two holes and a little bit of lacquer discoloration because somebody removed it. That logo's kind of ugly, so I can see why somebody did that. So I don't have that, it's not there, but you do still have the anniversary neck plate here. This guitar, as far as I can tell, is all original pickups, original electronics. The input jack can be a little scratchy, but it still works pretty alright. This is a rosewood fretboard example, and it's not black. If you catch it at the right light, it is kind of more of a dark plum color. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm thinking about switching to a white background here, so maybe things like this will stand out better. But it is a very dark plum color, and this is a well-worn Strat. It's got lots of finish scratches and things like that, but it's a pretty good player. We'll take a look at the headstock here. You can see made in USA. This isn't a made in Mexico or anything like that. Original tuners here. You've got kind of a ding right there. Once again, the exposed screw holes where the anniversary logo used to be. But no major gashes in the headstock or anything, just light play wear. And it's strange going from Gibsons pretty much my whole guitar life to Fenders that bend slightly forward actually, or at least look like it, versus the Gibson headstocks that go backwards. So it's definitely weird playing this. Got your truss rod end right there. Original nut, original frets. Show very minor wear, some very, very minor divoting, but definitely nothing too extreme or anything. Once again, rosewood fretboard. I mean, it's a fantastic playing guitar. Stock pickups, I'm not sure if they have any special names or anything like that. I'm not a Fender guy myself, but you can see on the finish here, there's lots of scratches from playing. I mean, you don't have to be scared to play this one. It's definitely, pretty road worn. I mean, it's not quite in relic status yet, but with your help you could get there. You've got quite a sizable ding right here in the finish. But overall, just a well-worn guitar. I mean, not mint condition, not completely trashed, but just a nice player. I mean, that's why I've had this one for a while. I call it my personal Strat. Back at the headstock here, you do have some bumps and bruises around the ball of the headstock here. I mean, nothing too extreme. I didn't even know that was there until we started looking here. It looks like you got a tiny little ding there. No breaks, cracks, or repairs. Whenever I see a repaired Strat headstock, it makes me want it more because usually these things don't break like Gibsons. Now the only thing I do want to point out here is where this little bit comes. There's a little bit of lacquer separation here. Like going over it this way, you don't really feel it, but if you take your nail, you can kind of feel it a little better. That is there. I mean, it's not coming apart. It's just part of the thing. Neck profile. In the Gibson world, I would probably call this a medium profile. I'm guessing in the Fender world, I think they would call this a C shape. But I've taken it apart. Neck is original to the body. You do have a ding right here on the neck though, but that's probably the worst of it. Now the back, it looks like a cat scratched it or something. I mean, you've got some deeper scratches here. I mean, that's probably from a belt buckle, but I mean, cat scratching is the best way I can tell you about it. But here you can kind of see that color a little bit better. And with dark finishes, you're gonna see all of the fingerprints, smears, scratches quite visibly. So it's definitely a well-worn guitar once again. The sides definitely have lots of wear and tear to them as well. I would say it's in, good condition, like not completely trashed. It looks like the strap button down here has been moved a few times. You can see some extra holes there, but it still appears solid. It looks like there were at least 2 extra holes drilled at one point in time. And it looks like this bottom one is a Schaller strap lock, so I guess that's the only non-original part. But it appears this top one is still original. But, definitely road worn. But, not completely trashed. I mean, it is a good player. If you're mainly a Les Paul guy like me, I mean, this did me well for just being a Strat to have around. We'll look under Blacklight here to make sure there are no repairs. Once again, you can kind of see the discoloration there where the logo used to be. And I wasn't sure if Strats were going to glow under Blacklight or not, but they do. You got some arm wear there. Yeah, I like the way the pickups and the knobs glow. That's really cool. Here you can see those dings a little bit better. No breaks, cracks, or repairs. There you can kind of see that finish chipping there a little bit and a little ding. But overall, not too bad. There's that other ding that we were talking about earlier. Now it does appear kind of on the side here, there's some, clear coat wear. Same with over here, that's probably from a strap rubbing against it. But, overall, I mean, once again, it's been used. Don't expect a mint condition guitar, but it's not completely trashed either. Take a look at this other side here real quick. Some, wear and tear just from resting against somebody's body. This Strat weighs 7 pounds, 4.7 ounces. The Strat comes in a non-original hard shell case. I mean, they're not perfect cases. It came to me with a gig bag, so I gave it this case. I bought a bunch of cases from a music store that was going out of business for occasions like this. There used to be a store name on there. They spray painted it black, and you've got some scratches and dust, but overall, I mean, it's in good shape. The interior is black. It has a lid ribbon. I mean, it's not a form-fitting case, but it's not the worst case ever in the world either. Inside the compartment, you do have an extra tremolo spring here and the Schaller strap lock for that bottom one. Once again, as you can see, the case isn't a perfect fit, but it's kind of got a divot right here, so it still stays in place for a decent part, back and forth here. Up and down, I mean, it definitely has some room to be desired for, but I will pack some extra bubble wrap so it won't move around during shipment, but at least you have something to store it in and carry it around should you need to. For distorted tones, we'll be running through a Marshall JMP 1C. If you think you're interested in owning this Plum Fender Stratocaster, feel free to contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Trogoys, or check out the eBay and Reverb listings. Alright, Troglytes, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Take care.